Hi there and welcome to Panning with Kezia and this update for 22 items I want to finish in 2022. This is an exciting update. I have finished, I think, 7 items since the last time I did an update, which is 2 months ago. I'm trying to upload every 31st of the month. So whenever there's not a 31st, then you're not getting an update. And that is simply because I have so many projects going on at the same time. And this is one of those projects that have pretty difficult products in it. So I'm not making too much progress every month, but every other month I can see a huge difference. So it's more exciting for me and hopefully for you as well. So let's go from the top. There are a few items I haven't used at all, so I'm not including them. But anyway, the first item I have actually finished is this Glow Minerals Perfecting Powder. It is done. It is so nice to have the powder done. This was the first powder I've ever finished. And yeah. I don't really know what to say about it. Like, I'm just so happy to have it out of my collection and just be finishing a makeup product. It's always a little bit more fun to actually finish makeup products, I think, because they're harder to finish. It's so easy to go from one thing to the other and never finish anything. So to be able to finish something off, it's an achievement. And I actually did finish that off last month. And I think that was what actually broke me out. I have been going this whole year with like breakouts here, and I didn't know what it was, and I was trying to kind of go back on everything and then add some things, but I had no idea that it would be because of a powder. And I think I switched everything else out, but it didn't even cross my mind that this could be the reason. So I'm glad that it's out and that I am actually beginning to clear up. So that is exciting. It took me 69 uses, but I think I had already begun panning this like before this year. So I don't think it only took 69 uses to actually complete it from start. The next item I didn't start this year either. I have used this 62 times. This is where I began, and this is where I was 2 months ago, and then I finished it up. So my first primer gone. That is also very, very nice. And I actually did enjoy this pretty much. It's nothing I want to go back to right now, but I do have another one that I got in another, I think, glossy box. I think I might have gone both of them in glossy box, or one in an advent calendar and one in their like regular subscription box. So yeah, I do have at least one more of these, but I'm not going to pan that very soon. I'm going to try some other primers first. Then we have the Glow Drops primer, which I used together with that one, and this is so shiny, and I can't really say where I am at now. This is where I was last time and when we started, but I have no idea where I am now. Like, I'm trying to see through, but I just can't this month. It's not that heavy, but it's not that light either, so I don't think I'm at the end quite. But maybe I have used about the same amount. And this is really like shimmery. You could use this as a highlight. But then you can sheer it out pretty much, and if you do that you get kind of a sheen. So you can use this by itself, but it makes me more glowy, which makes me look more sweaty. I don't really like that look on me, so I am always using it together with something else. Then we have the product that I am forgetting all the time, but this last week I have begun using it again, and this is the Professional. This is from Benefit. It's like a pore, well, it says pore primer, and it's pore filling. I love the texture of this. The skin feels so soft, so silky, or maybe not silky. I don't know how to explain it, but it gives the skin a really interesting texture feel to it. I absolutely love it. I've used this 4 times, But now I forgot that I've been using this 2 months since last time. So, oh, I've only been using this 5 times. Okay, so you can see some difference here. And now that I am actually beginning to remember it, I think I can have it done in not too long, at least this year. I'm not worried about that one. Then we have the Balance Me Sleep Hyaluronic Mist. I finished this last month as well. I liked it, but I didn't see any difference. It was almost like a facial spray, but for your throat. I didn't really see any difference or feel any different, but it had kind of a nice sleepy scent to it. So it was almost like aromatherapy, but I don't think it did anything to my skin. Then we have something that is not done, but it is done for all intents and purposes. It's the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. And it is beginning to kind of thin out. It's not as easy to get on. On the other hand, this is the point in a mascara that I actually enjoy when I don't get too much. I don't want my my lashes to look like they're painted. I want them to look kind of naturally darker, if you know what I mean. So this is very hard for me to say goodbye to right now, but I am trying to kind of stick to the end date. Like this should only be open for 6 months, and since I actually can get mascara into my eyes, and you know, I usually don't care. If it's on my skin, I don't really care, but I know mascara gets into my eyes and I don't want an eye infection or something. So I am trying to get better at that. Also, I have a ton of unopened mascaras that I need to go through, so I don't have to like run out and buy anything or something like that. So I am going to call this an empty. Like I said, it is beginning to empty out or dry out. I don't know which, but it's not as flowing as it used to be. So this is an empty. Then we come to a product that I thought I would have gotten further with, and that is the Balance Me BHA Exfoliating Concentrate. I like the scent very much. I don't know if it's, you know, very good or not. I can't see or feel any difference with it, but I have used all of this in 2 months. So that's good, but I thought I was going further because it's very light. I thought I would be like down here or something. The next thing I've been working on is this Minimo Moxie Clarifying Red Clay Mask. This is a huge container and it actually began drying out. So I really wanted to like focus on that this month to get it out, and I did. It is gone finally. It's so nice to have it gone, and you know, big containers out of my collection. That is a nice thing as well. I did enjoy the clay mask in itself, and this year I have been so much better at actually using it. It also feels good to actually focus on a product and use it several times in a row and not like go a very long time between uses, because one, it feels like it does more and it feels like I get a better grip on what I think about the product, you know? And even though I don't think I would buy it again, well, obviously I wouldn't, because this is not a Swedish brand. I don't think we have it in Sweden. I got it in a subscription box, the Thera box from the US. So I'm not going to buy it again, but even if I could, I don't think I would, because this is just too much for me. Without a project, I wouldn't use it. I would use it once or maybe twice, and then I would forget about it and it would go bad. So I would like smaller containers for my face masks, but I do have quite a few left and quite a few big containers like this as well. So I have a lot to do before I get out to buy more face masks. But let's move on to the iDune Brush Cleanser. And I haven't used it as much as I would have liked to, but I am making progress. You can see that here. I kind of did as well as the last 2 months, but the first mark was actually just 1 month. This is 2 months, this is 2 months. So yeah, I would like to get better. Like I said, this is why I brought it in, both because it's getting pretty old and I have another one that I would like to start on, but also because I want to get better at cleaning my brushes, especially now when I do my makeup so much more than before. Then we have something that I don't think, like, I've lost hope for this one. I've used it twice these 2 months. Yes, summer is here. Maybe I will use it more because of that. I don't know. But this is the vegan mousse, the vegan fiber mousse from Elements. And I don't know, I just feel like I don't really like the consistency of a mousse anymore. I loved it when I was younger, but now I just feel like it's sticky and I don't like it. But I haven't used it that much, so maybe I should try it out a few more times and see what I think about it. Well, I do want to finish it up. The next thing I don't have here, I forgot to bring it here, but it's a deodorant that I'm working on, the Aco deodorant, and it's aluminum free. And I don't buy deodorants with aluminum in it anymore because I heard that that kind of clogs up your pores and that's why you smell bad or worse after a while. And so when I actually went over to this aluminum free deodorant, I smelled pretty bad for like 2 weeks while the kind of toxins or something was getting out, and then I began smelling really good, or not smelling rather. And not smelling is good, and then you can use your perfumes and smell really nice. So I do go quite a while without deodorant, and sometimes it depends on what I eat as well, but sometimes I get into a period where I do smell more and then I use it, and then the smell disappears after a while, and then I don't have to use it, and then I use it again, you know. So it depends on where I am in life, what I'm eating, and so on. So if you're struggling with your scent, maybe try it out. Maybe just switch out your deodorant for an aluminum-free one. I'm not guaranteeing that it will work for you, but it worked for me. It worked for my brother, who was actually the one suggesting it to me. So yeah, that was a very nice find a few years back. Then we have the coconut lip oil, and I had it this way when I marked it. So last time I was here, now I'm here. This is 2 months worth of progress. I've used this 20 times or 21 times, I think, to get that little progress. I don't think this will be an empty for this year. I think this and the vegan fiber mousse will be rolling over to next year. I don't know if I will want to work on them next year, but who knows? We'll take one step at a time. I've also been working on this concealer, and like the mascara, I wouldn't call it done, but I am done. If you know what I mean. Like, I can still get some product out, but it's a hassle to use it. And I can see windowing happening all the way down here. Like, there's not much left, and it's just hard to use because it's so little left. So I'm going to call this an empty and roll it out and work on another concealer that I actually have in this project. So let's go to that one right away. I've used this 10 times this month, or these 2 months. I can't really see a difference. Maybe I should weigh this. I think I'll do that for next year. I don't want to like switch out how I'm doing things right now. So I will just try to get it done, and yeah, then it's done. Next up from the Beauty Co-op, we have the Bff Brow Gel. It was clear. It's not really looking very clear anymore. This is where I'm at now. I have kind of let it on the side right now before I filmed, but this is the progress I made during 2 months. I would say that I will finish this in the next, like the upcoming month, but I'm not sure because it's actually hard to reach with a brush. Also, it's getting very like thick and gluey, so it's very hard to work with. So I might just call this an empty. I'll work with it a few more days and see where we're at then. And then the last 2 products are empties. And the first thing is this Chamomile cleansing butter from the Body Shop. This is a mini. I have like 2 or 3 more of these plus a big one, so it's very nice to have this done. I liked it, and I'm getting more and more into using a butter for cleansing my face. I didn't really like the method of application before, but now I'm coming around to it. So maybe I'll place one of these in another project, who knows. And then the last product is this Evolo Derm foot scrub. I've used it up. I can't get anything else out. I really liked it. It's a very fine scrub. It feels like it's doing its job. And this is actually one of those items that I would consider repurchasing, maybe, because if I want to scrub a part of my body, it will be my feet. Also, I think this is not too expensive. I think I can find it in a pretty cheap store. So yeah, that's what I think about that one. So those were all of my products that I've been working on. Like I said, I think 7 empties, which is awesome. And that is without the brow gel. That is not an empty yet. But I finished up the perfecting powder, the blurring primer, the sleep mist, not the mascara, but it's done, the red clay mask, the cleansing butter, the foot scrub. I have finished so much this month, and not just in this project, but you know, overall I have finished so much this month. And what I like about this project is whenever I actually do finish something, I'm so excited because I've been working on it for the whole year, you know. These are not easy products to work on. So in other projects, I might, you know, place minis in, or, you know, things that I've started. And sure, some of these were not new and I thought I would finish them quicker than I did. But most of these are really things that I have worked a lot on. So it's really nice to see them go away. Something that I like about this project is that even though it's not like creative, I've just picked 22 items I want to finish in 2022, you know? And that's not really my preferred project, I thought, but I just think it's so rewarding to see these harder products go and have, you know, all of these months to actually work on them. Like I've been working on most of these items for the entire year, so a half year to finish something. I wouldn't place these items in other projects. So to have many different projects that work differently really helps me to get going on some difficult products as well as the more easy ones, fun ones, old, new, and I've just gotten a very good mix of empties, I think, especially this month. So I am looking forward to the next update, but this is it for this time. Let's wrap it up. I hope you're doing well and that I'll see you next time. Bye!